Hey everyone, welcome to Sequence of Instructions. Thanks for joining me. I'm on Leetcode.com. I'm about to do an easy problem. This one's called Remove Element. I picked this one because I noticed it has the same sort of description pattern that the last one had that kind of stumped me. This idea of it doesn't matter what you leave beyond the new length. So I thought this would be a good chance to give that sort of problem pattern a second shot. So this one reads, given an array and a value, remove all instances of that value in place and return the new length. Do not allocate extra space for another array. You must do this with constant memory. So this is the same as the last one where you can't make a new array, some return array, and push elements onto it. You have to do everything with only the array given to you. It says the order of the elements can be changed, and also, like I said before, it doesn't matter what you leave beyond the new length. So I'm going to apply some of the stuff I learned in the last problem that had that, and hopefully I'll be able to make a performant solution. So right off the bat, we need to make a loop. We're going to be looping through our array given to us. I think it says here that nums is the array of numbers, and they're going to pass us a number called val. So what am I doing? I is less than nums out length, I plus plus. Now, I remember looking at the solutions for the previous problem that stumped me a little bit. And basically what they did is when they saw one they wanted to remove, they would just kind of bubble it to the end. And so I could say, oh, I found a 3. All right, every element I hit after that is going to replace it with the one before it. So I hit a 3, I'm going to say, all right, replace it, the element before you. I get to this 2, I'm going to swap it. I get to this 2, I'm going to swap the 3 again. I get to this 3, I'll swap it, but it won't matter, I'll be at the end. So let's implement that. Okay, if nums of, whoops, my fingers are off on the keys, equals val. So if we're at the value we want to remove, we're going to maybe set some swap indicator to true. And the swap indicator is going to say, so basically if it was like 2, 2, 2, if this was our array, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, whatever, we don't want to start swapping elements until we get to the 3. So once we get to the 3, then we'll start swapping. When we get to the 3, we're going to set the swap indicator to true, and we're just going to skip to the next element. We're not going to do anything yet, because we're always going to be passing back. Excuse me. All right, and here we'll say if, or else, rather. So if it doesn't match, so in the case that we see the number we want to remove, we're going to say we should start swapping. We're going to check the next one. The next one is not going to match it. And if it doesn't, we want to swap it. So else if swap indicator, and only if we've already hit, if this is true. If it's not true, we just skip it. So in this case, do nothing, do nothing, do nothing, do nothing. We get to this 3, we set swap indicator to true. We get to here, we're going to start swapping back. We're going to do nums of I equals what? We need the temp thing. Var temp equals nums of I minus, sorry. So if we're at this 2, we want to move the 3 up, so we'll go temp is the 3, set the position 3 to this position. This is kind of similar to what we do with bubble sort. And then we set nums of I to temp. So this will kind of bubble the 3 back up. Excuse me. Alright, so it should become apparent to you guys that there is a problem with this, and that is, what if you have another bad number? You have another 3. You basically, this 3 would still remain. This is only going to remove 1. So while I was typing this, I realized that, and I was thinking maybe a way to improve it would be, rather than just have a Boolean, have some sort of like number of removed elements counter. And this counter is really just going to go up every time we find a new removed one. And if we have found removed ones, so it does not equal 0, we're not going to just pass it back 1, we're going to pass it back the number of removed ones. Right, so given this array, let's just break it down just a little simpler, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2. We'll find the 2, we'll do nothing. We'll find this 3, so we leave it. We find this 3, we do nothing, we set our indicator to 1. We get to this 2, we're going to say swap it back 1. So we're at this 2. It's going to swap back 1, so we're going to be left with this. And now we get to this 3, we set our indicator to 2, we do nothing. Now we get to this 2, we say swap it back 2. So it's going to go 1, 2, swap. We're going to get to this last 2, we're going to swap it back 2. And what we're going to see is that all of our 3's are pushed to the end. We know the appropriate number to concatenate, or to reduce the length of our array by, because we stored it in this number of removed. So our array length is no longer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be 6 minus 2, because our number of removed elements was 2. So I think this will work, and I think it'll be pretty good, actually. So let's return nums.length minus number of removed elements. And yeah, I think this will work. Let's see. Can I run it? Your answer. Expected answer. Looks like it's working. Let's submit it. Wrong. Oh, duh. I forgot to do the base cases here. What? I would have returned 0 though, wouldn't I have? Nums of I equals val. Val will be 1. Number of removed elements would add 1. It's going to continue. There's going to be no other thing to enter. We're going to return nums.length. Oh, equals. What am I talking about? Minus number of removed elements. Good lord. Let's try this again. There we go. Ugh. Always proofread your work before you submit it. That equal sign and the minus sign are one key apart. I typed the wrong thing. Alright, it worked. Let's see how I did. Hopefully I did pretty good this time comparatively. Nope, I did pretty bad. Unbelievable. These sort of problems I'm just not very good at, apparently. How did the winner do? How did one of the better solutions? This one uses splice and it beat me. Unbelievable. So maybe splice isn't so bad. That's so funny. How's this one? Does this one use splice? They all use splice. Man, this is gaslighting me hard right now. I can't understand. Wow. So they're actually doing array modification. That's crazy to me. Well, looks like, sorry if you heard that honk outside. Looks like I got a lot to learn still. My solution, which I thought would be better, is still not better. So I'll keep working on this. You all give that a shot. Let me know how you did. Until next time, take care. Bye.